Prince George, what a nice city, big city in northern British Columbia. Prince George, nice place, yeah. Prince George, wonderful city, good nice place to spend your time. It's like the greatest city in the world. It's got a nice lot of good stuff. Prince George, it is my favorite place in the world, and I like it very much. A nice city, a big city, located in the British Columbia. They got a nice educational system, teaching the kids all about the world. They got lots of other cool stuff like Mr. PG, yeah, Mr. PG. Prince George, good city, oh yeah. Go to the library, borrow a book and then bring it back before it's due, or else you got to pay a fine. Prince George, oh yeah, Highway 97. Prince George, la 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 la.
This time, in BC Legacy, the Parks of Prince George, we investigate Moore's Meadow Nature Park, located in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. Does the weather affect those that enter the park's reaches? How does the sunshine affect those within? Why would a path lost in a forest be called a meadow? Is it safe to traverse past the inhabitants of this territory? Where can the meadow be? This surely cannot be it. What can traverse uneven forest pathways? How did the park get the name Moore's Meadow? Moore's Meadow Nature Park is located centrally today, but was created on the outskirts of Prince George in 1976. The park is 148 acres formed from what once was a glacial ravine. This defines the park with a valley formation. The path leads to a very confusing layout within the park. Forest paths line the outskirts, adding to the challenge of traversing the full park. Sparse foliage and trees provide a lonely experience to travelers. Birch trees do not stand alone. Douglas fir and spruce form their own lines of defense. Exploring deeper into the valley, the trees get increasingly more dense. The dense foliage begins to hide the path, ever wary of hazards the park may provide. At least the weather will not be fierce. The way forward begins to clear. A path begins to unfold within your vision. A meadow reveals itself. Happy people out for a stroll have found this treasured gem already. Let's take a few minutes to enjoy the beauty of Moore's Meadow. ants infest the landscape of the outer hills. Please avoid stepping on the ants. The cycle of life continues in Moore's Meadow Nature Park. It only seems natural. This sparse ponderosa pine has chosen a life in the valley, choosing a life of solitude over a life of dense growth. The young Douglas fir strives to grow up and become big enough to touch the sky. Fiddlehead ferns are abundant on the valley floor, choosing the edges of the grass fields where the struggle to survive is easier. A family of red mushrooms, fungi on the edge of growing big or hiding and biding their time for another season. The trees around the valley provide homes to lichen of great size, indicating just how long they have survived. A tree stump will provide just as much opportunity for these lichen. The wood fern provide a great opportunity to lighten up the valley floor from the dinginess of the forest life cycle. The columbine found a spot to survive amongst the grass. A stringy raspberry cane slowly grows along the valley floor, spreading its roots to slowly overtake the land. Cow parsnips pop up in the grassy area to provide a more structured and strong home for local denizens. False Solomon seal grows in the moist areas of the valley floor, soon to provide flowers for the pollinating bees to explore. Moore's Meadow Nature Park was created in 1976. Mary Follis was the key force that drove the City Council decision to create the park. The park was named after Charles Moore, a pioneer from before the incorporation of Prince George. It's time to revisit today's adventure. What city does Moores Meadow Nature Park reside in? The city Moores Meadow Nature Park resides in is Prince George. What is Moores Meadow Nature Park's biggest problem? The biggest problem in Moores Meadow Nature Park is the treacherous pathways to get to the meadow. What insects are these? These insects are thatch ants. What fungi is this? This fungi is a red mushroom. What are we looking at? This is Moores Meadow Nature Park. What type of tree is this? This is a ponderosa pine tree. Who was responsible for creating Moores Meadow Nature Park? Mary Follis is credited as the creator of Moores Meadow Nature Park. Who was Moores Meadow Nature Park named after? Moores Meadow Nature Park was named after Charles Moore, a pioneer from the days of Fort George. Tune in next time as we explore the beauty of Nechako Riverside Park. Toodaloo!